This game and Let's Play series is meant for mature audiences. In this episode of Hello Charlotte, disturbing images are present. If you're sensitive to gore, body horror, and images of death, please don't watch this video.
Thank you for spending the time with me, Aiden.
It's my pleasure. Okay. Violent room is locked. Felix, I'm sad.
Felix is deeply focused. He always takes things he does seriously.
Now carefully cut through the membrane. Ah, hello there. Shoo shoo.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Come on in. Since I have tutored Felix and Bennett on first aid, they've taken interest in unidentified life form dissection practice. Isn't it wonderful? Bennett refused to use anything but the chainsaw to cut through the specimen, so I had to kindly refuse his offer to participate in the classes. Yikes. Careful, you'll cut through its brain. Wait, what? It's not its bowels? Felix, talk to me. Fine, I'll leave or look at this. The specimen looks like the living bowels with eyes. I briefly wonder if it has a vertebrae inside. Well, guess we're leaving again. Frick. I guess we go to our room?
I'm exhausted. Let's have a little nap, shall we?
Okay. I exhaustedly cover myself with blankets, falling asleep as my head hits the pillow. Oh, this is just lovely. Oh God. That's gross. Oh, I can't read any of that. It's just instant mumble jumble sounds here. To die, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, perchance to. Oh God, let me just start over. To sleep. I already messed up. To die, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, to sleep, perchance to dream. The pangs of time, the rub for in the pale cast of troubles and arrows of our outrageous fortune. Oh God. Oh God. Freya, Oracle, could you not? Ahem. Hello there. Apologies for that little speech test. Your language is a bit tricky, but I am a fast learner. You don't look so surprised. And it's simply the form your mind gave us. Seems like, despite your initial bravado, you're subconsciously afraid of us. So we took a more masculine form, although the concept of gender does not apply to us. Feel free to refer to us as Frey from now on if you feel like it. After all, our appearance right now is one of a male Pythia. Oh, am I dreaming? Technically you are. However, the fact that will meet the next time you go to sleep and the next time after that remains. I slumber by day and wake up by night. Wasn't it us just a moment ago? Isn't it easier for you to talk to me this way?
Yes, I suppose so.
You look sullen.
A girl from my class committed suicide.
A pity. Were you friends?
We weren't.
Acquaintances?
Not really.
A complete stranger then, should it matter?
Don't put it like that. We're classmates.
You are sorrowful now that she's gone, but you couldn't care less during her lifetime. Have you ever had a conversation?
No, she was so unapproachable, an ideal person.
What can a miserable person like me talk about with someone this perfect, thinking that you gave up completely? That's the same as being indifferent.
No, it's not like that. You're exaggerating things.
Only so that you'd be honest with yourself.
Wouldn't anyone be sad if somebody died?
I'm afraid I cannot understand that. If that person wasn't important to you up until this moment, why do you feel down? No, even worse, you feel obligated to feel sad. Deep inside, have no reason to be. Why don't you why not be true to yourself?
Is human empathy such a foreign concept to you?
Empathy, huh? You humans have a rather twisted understanding of it. If death of some specimen you weren't involved with bothers you, then why not bawl your eyes out whenever you see a piece of meat on your plate? That animal must have suffered a lot more than some misunderstood teenage girl just to make your supper delicious, no? It's not the same, you'll say. I didn't. But in the end, it is. You're all animals, yet your kind puts yourselves above all. Oh my, what a plot twist. Who would have known that the concept of empathy applies only to your fellow humans? It truly never ceases to amaze me how you humans love to make a mountain of a molehill.
You'd never understand. How can you know the sadness of losing someone if you and Pathias were all connected and united? You stayed even when somebody died. For us, when somebody dies, the connection is lost forever.
Do you really think it was always this way? That all Pathios willingly gave up their very egos for the sake of becoming one with everybody? Frey laughs, and it echoes throughout the mindscape. Stay in the fog if you wish to. Isn't it safer like that? Although I would have to converse more, it looks like it's time for you to open your eyes. Well, that was sad.
Who can it be at this hour?
Where's the door? Is this the door? Open the door? No. Oh, it opens on its own. Frick, I wanted to save. The only time I decide to use the door and nobody opens it. Oh, the irony.
No, it can't be. Umbrella Man, what brings you at this hour?
Oh, it's him? Why does he look so much younger? Do I need a reason to visit you? Look, I even borrowed a school boy vessel to pretend I'm your classmate in case anyone else is here. Wow. Interesting. Which is not the case today.
I'll make tea.
Now, what's with this suspicious look? I've merely come for a friendly chat. You see, I've received no orders from my employer recently, so I took this chance to have a small vacation.
So you're slacking off?
Don't put it in such an unsightly way. Believe me, even a workaholic like me can't let this opportunity pass by. After all, such a chance comes once in an eternity. Umbrella Man chuckles at his own words. Wonderful, isn't it?
I suppose it is. You've always seemed so busy.
And believe me, I truly am. But enough about me. How's school?
Well, I helped a classmate today.
Oh? You needn't have.
Why so?
I'll spare you the details, but there's something I know for a fact. That boy was destined to die in that alleyway. Oh, frick.
That's just cruel. He is a good person. He doesn't deserve it.
It's not about deserving, my dear. It's just that his sole existence threatens this world. I'd put it in that way. As long as he exists, this route is doomed for a bad ending, no matter what you or your beloved puppeteer do. Well, frick. I hope I made myself clear. Anyhow, I'm glad to see you in high spirits despite your worsening condition. Well, even when I tried to just ignore what was happening and like just go to school, it wouldn't let me. So I don't know. Umbrella Man, you kind of sus. Anyhow, I'm glad to see you in high spirits despite your worsening condition.
Is it that bad?
It wouldn't be an exaggeration if I answered with a yes. The circles under your eyes have gotten darker, skin color more pale than ever. Have you been eating properly?
I don't feel like it recently.
My. You have a doctor living under one roof with you. Why don't you pay him a visit? Or are you afraid to admit your condition has been worsening even more?
You're right. I really should.
Yet, you haven't done so.
I don't want to cause anyone any more trouble.
So that's the reason you're reluctant to take measures. I see. The youth I used to be young too once. Oh, youth, you know.
That sounds weird when you say it wearing a boy's face.
Hush. This is merely a vessel after all. Pay it no mind. Anyhow, friendly chat aside, recently the number of abnormalities in this dimension has been increasing. The screens and door locks malfunctioning, world expanding, people missing in a living hell. Do you know anything in regards to that matter? Have anything to tell me, perhaps?
Well, the Oracle has...
My, don't tell me. The slumbering god has awoken. Might it be that your body has begun to collapse under the pressure of the Oracle's corpse rotting inside of you?
When you put it in such a light-hearted tone, I'm almost not worried of what'll eventually happen to me.
Death is merely a release, my dear.
Still, leaving this world might be too early for me, sir.
Umbrella Man shrugs. Well, it is your choice, as it was your choice to stop taking the pills.
I don't need those anymore.
Right, you don't. Just keep it in mind, the Oracle is no longer the divine being you met 3 years ago. For it's not but the rotting corpse of a god, no longer sentient nor self-aware, with your very mind giving it shape. A parasite of your mind. That's what my employer would say, anyway. And look at the time. I'm afraid I must leave, or your humble puppeteer will scold me for robbing you of sleep hours. Right, Mr. Seth? Ha ha ha.
See you, Umbrella Man.
Stay well. Umbrella Man leaves. Okay. Let's go back to bed, I guess. I fell asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. Oh, great. Welcome back, Miss Wiltshire.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking.
Is that so? Well then, I won't burden you with conversations. Instead, how about a bedtime story? And don't stay so far away. Come sit beside me.
Sorry, I'm not very comfortable around you.
Is that so? Well, there's no helping it. It's all a dream, remember? So make yourself at home. I reluctantly sit beside Frey. Now back to the story. Do you know of the tale of ink and paper princess? In our land, during the pre-Oracle era, it was part of a psychology test. It was made to be unfinished, and the one who read it had to write the ending themselves. It's surprisingly how much one can learn about another person just by having them write a few sentences. Want to listen to my own version?
I don't have any other choice, do I?
So much for free will, right? Well then, a pitiful ink-black princess that looked for minds alike who ended up in a prison of Paper Kingdom. But the story didn't end there. Time passed and Paper Princess herself came to visit the prisoner. The two became acquaintances shortly after, and Ink Princess was freed from imprisonment. Ink Princess taught Paper Princess writing, and no paper in the city was blank anymore. They obtained a power known as knowledge. Paper Princess couldn't be happier. Yet, having spent so much time with Ink Princess, she became stained with the Ink Princess's pitch black color. Day by day, Paper Princess became more and more soaked in jet black ink until she was indistinguishable from the Ink Princess herself. That would be the end of the story. She fell asleep, huh? By the way, hello there, Mr. Seth. Is that how Miss Wiltshire calls you? Phew, what a joke. You must be thinking that you're in control. What are you even here for, I wonder? You aren't even supposed to exist in this world. Ah, I know. You must be looking for answers. But I'm afraid you won't be getting any. Because you see, Miss Wiltshire is an unreliable narrator. Oosh. That's not good. I'm gonna end this episode here. Yikes. Oh, God. Wow. That was something. God. I'm really liking it so far, though. It's a very step-up improvement from the last game of, like, sprite-wise and environment-wise and everything. So, thank you for watching. Bye.